question for everybody in the hall. First of all, are you having a good time? Can you hear you? Make a little more noise so they can hear you downstairs. Is everybody having some fun? Make some noise! All right, so I have one question for you. Are you ready to do this? Say yeah! So here we go! Alrighty.
And a hello out there. We're in Cleveland, Ohio at the St. Stan's Parish Festival, Polish Festival actually. They're commemorating their 150th Jubilee anniversary as a parish. And I want to welcome Chris Evil, who's watching us here. We have Stacy Morris and the Newtones playing and entertaining us up until 10 o'clock tonight. Good seeing you on board, Chris, and hope to catch you on a Polka Road, either with Polka Family or any of the other polka bands.
Polka time once again.
Filling in here and there on the road.
This one called Keep On Loving Me. keep on loving me.
I want to say hi out there. Stanley Commenda joining us from around
All right, we're just getting Polka track for you for a couple of
Pennsylvania.
songs.
And glad we had a chance to meet Stanley over the summer at one of the church festivals.
Here we go, Polka Temple, one called Under the Bridge.
We are in Cleveland. This is
Send us out to
Stacy
Michael
and the
Nicole
New
Marcelino
Tones,
here with us today.
and
Celebrating their
the
anniversary.
St. Stan's Parish here in
On to my sister,
Cleveland,
Lisa.
Ohio. They're
Marianne.
celebrating
Another
150-year
sister walked up in
Jubilee
her
anniversary,
Pasha.
and this is their
Barbara
annual
Lynn.
Polish
The
festival.
husbands are over there.
Also
Bob
want
and
to say
Joe.
hi
I
to
have another sister.
Joe
raising her
Machel
hand
I
up
got
there. There's our son.
there in
A little later on, Nicole's going to sing
London,
a song
New York
special
area.
for Church's show.
Joe, as always,
And also
we
Gardner. That's right.
appreciate
She's-
all the
she's
times that
working
you
her way
come on
into
and
family.
join us, and
All right, here we go,
thanks
one
for
called
being part of our
Polka
regular
Under the
audience.
Bridge.
John Subchick down there in Florida.
You
John,
need anybody out here
great
dancing
seeing
with
you
us.
online here. We're in Cleveland with Stacy and the New Tones.
Od mosty na moście stoją ludzie cięcie w wodę. Od mosty na moście stoją ludzie cięcie. Chłopiec sama buzi dać, ale nie da szata. Nie dam ci, bo by było znam. Chłopiec sama buzi dać, ale nie dała szata. Nie dam ci, bo by było znam. Ja się stałem. Jeśli nie będzie masz rozum, uśmiechajcie się, musi nie ubędzie jak wyznać. Jeśli nie będzie masz rozum, uśmiechajcie się, musi nie ubędzie. Very good, thank you. Very, very good.
And I want to say hi to Mike Putkovsky out there
Well,
from
I forgot to announce this
Hackerstown,
last
New
time.
Jersey.
Every time we say we're going to
Looking sharp there yesterday at the wedding there. You and Carla looking all dressed up and looking real sharp. Sounds like you had a great time at the wedding, and look forward to seeing you guys along that Polka Road, especially the New Year's Eve out in Cleveland, where we are today, with Stacy, Dave, Morris, and all the rest of the newcomers. And hi to Mark, Max, is out there from the Binghamton area, one of our DJs in the Binghamton area on Cool 106.7. And Barbara, his band is Stacy and the Newtones. They're from Western Pennsylvania. Stacy's on the drums and doing vocals right now.
There you go, Stacy on vocal, one called Zakurami Obere.
And I want to say hi to somebody up there in the Albany Capital Region area, Marjorie Rose. I know her as Patty. And Marjorie, I hope you're having a Polka nice weekend. Hope to run into you and your sister Kathy at some point. So, again, have a great weekend. And Andy Wojcik out there in Western New York. All the way, I think it's Cheektowaga, if I'm not mistaken. And Andy, hope you and the family are having a great weekend. We're here in Cleveland, Ohio, and this is the St. Stan's Parish Festival. They're also celebrating a 150-year Jubilee.
mocno kocham, lecz do mnie nie wróci, bo mocno kocham, lecz do mnie nie wróci. I wróci mnie młodzie, bo serce zamknięte zostało. Rozrzucone młodzież, zimno gotowe, bo serce zamknięte. Rozrzucone młodzież, o Jezus. Buzzkill. All right, we're going to pick the tempo right back up after that.
Like I said, she said she doesn't want to write anything about that. She said she's president. But she's coming down Tuesday, and maybe I can talk her into doing it. I think it's just...
All right. We're sending this out to all the Marys in the house tonight. All the Marishas. And then we got one. I'm not sure where she went. At least one. Probably got more than one. Here we go. Polka tempo. This one's called The Mary's Knocking Polka.
Hello out there, Troy Goblock. Yeah, we made it to Cleveland. Thanks for that picture last week, Troy. I hope you didn't mind that I stole it. Another shout out going out to Western New York, to the Polka Motion man himself, Rick Schweidock out there. Rick, thanks for joining us here in the live feed. Festival here in Cleveland, Ohio. The church is celebrating 150th year Jubilee anniversary.
Polka, all right.
I want to say hi out there, Richie Coys, who's joining us and watching online here with Stacy and the Newtones playing, and we're at St. Stan's Parish in Cleveland, Ohio for their Jubilee 150th anniversary celebration and their annual Polish festival. Richie, hope you and the family are having a great weekend and ahead, and we look forward to seeing you at some point on the Polka Road. And Brian Earl, drummer extraordinaire amongst all the other extraordinaires that are out there. Brian, good seeing you. It was great seeing you in Cleveland 2 weeks ago with John Guda, and look forward to catching up with you again somewhere on the Polka Road, whether with Guda or whoever else you're drumming along with as well. So definitely have a great weekend out there, Brian, you and your family. And for all of you that are joining us, if I haven't mentioned it yet, this is Cleveland, Ohio. This is the St. Stanislaus Parish, and the parish is celebrating their Jubilee anniversary of 150 years.
All right, we're going to do a shot over here.
And we've got their annual Polish festival here. And Jerry and I are going to be here all 3 days.
Now, this is a Polish thing, but if you're doing drinks like this, I think
tonight,
this time of the year, I'm frozen, I'm frozen, der Gemütlichkeit. Down the hatch, everybody.
Raz, dva, super. Raz, dva, super. I don't think that works. So anyway, Stacy and the Newtones are here tonight. They'll be playing up till 10 o'clock. Tomorrow they're going to have from Michigan, Monfronic, Zusha, and the Polka Towners. I'm looking forward to that tomorrow because it'll be our first time hearing them. And Sunday afternoon, they'll have a local group of Cleveland musicians getting together, and they go by the name of Dubungs.
Na zdrowie, Będziemy śpiewać, Polkę tańcować, na zdrowie Krzyśkiem, ej na zdrowie.
Alrighty, there you go. Alright. Hey, you know, we're going to take a couple seconds here and get ready for a big dance contest we got coming up. Does that sound alright, right?
I think we're going to step away for a short time, and we'll be back later. Either I'll be back online, or Jerry Solivan Jr. will be manning the Facebook Live. Signal's been a little sketchy here and there in the hall. I lucked out, didn't have a break in the action. So we'll see you folks in a while. Again, we're at St. Stan's Parish here in Cleveland, Ohio, for their 150th Jubilee celebration, and they are having their annual Polish festival. See you folks on the other side.